You! Yeah, I'm talking to you. Ever wanted to send a giant hellish flame ball towards your enemies because they looked at you funny?
No, not
Well, listen
really.
here, you sadistic humpback weasel. I have a solution for you, and it's a little known game called...
Dungeons and Dragoons.
Dungeons and Dragons is the name, and slaying basically everything in your way is the game. Now, you may have overheard from your local chads at your school talking about some crazy acid trip of adventure they went on. You overhearing them talking up a storm, sit in the corner suckling on some pizza rolls, pondering to yourself, how do I join on this fun? How do I become such a chad? Want to be a gunslinger pirate who's on a quest to become the greatest treasure hunter ever? You can do that. Want to be a holy paladin warrior who has sworn by the blade to protect his king and his country? You can do that. Want to be a wizard that tricks goblins into thinking that you are a god reborn through illusionary magic and sneak your way into an overtaken sanctum full of said goblins who only know how to speak one word of English, and that word is Dave?
Hark there, servant, Goblin King. I am your king. I serve. You serve me. I am your king. Yes, I am. Have you heard of the news about Dave?
Well, no, this is Dave.
Dave is great. Dave is Dave, and he's great.
I love Dave too.
Didn't you just not hear about Dave until
Yes.
now? Dave pretty
is
cool.
Pretty nice.
He's
pretty good, dude.
Dave is pretty cool.
He's
Dave
pretty
is
good, Dave.
Dave is pretty good. Dave is nice. Dave, he's good. Dave.
Yeah, I like me some Dave. I really like Dave. He's pretty cool.
Well, buddy, you can't do that.
Well, I don't really know how to get everything together and really how much it's gonna cost.
Now that's beta male mentality. I can tell you right now, right here, how you can get into D&D for free. First, you're gonna need the basics. You're gonna need 2 people. 1, 2, that's it. Just 2 schmucks in the basement talking about dragons for an hour. Now, one of those people are gonna have to be the Dungeon Master, aka your Lord and Savior, aka God, aka the psychopath who dictates every little thing that you do. Now, next, you're gonna have the player. This is the person who kindly sits down and pretends that what the DM is saying is making sense and that they are having fun. Now, the DM will put the players through such harrowing tasks, such as being in a small, cramped room being filled with water, where they must do backwards handstands while they scream, help me, daddy, I don't want to die. Now, the players will do this until the DM's ego is completely satisfied, where he'll then open an arbitrary door, which reveals on the other side a 5-headed demon dragon that ends up killing the players anyways in one hit. Now, both DMs and players think that they're in power, but in all reality, it's up to these little shits right here. You see, you have a 4th, 6th, 8th, 10th, 12th, and a 100-sided die. But actually, the 100-sided die is just 2 10-sided die, but one decides to have giant pants, and instead of going up by 1s and 2s, goes up by 1s and 20s. Get used to it. And the most important dice is the D20. Now, we don't like things being complicated in D&D, so we shorten things. D means dice. The number following it, number of sides. Now, there's dice for every single personality. There's pink dice, dice as big as your forehead, dice that are barely even dice, but somehow still work as dice. There's just a lot of different kinds of dice. Now, you're also going to need to know the core rules. Now, Wizards of the Coast, the alpha males that they are, put the entire core rules online for free in a PDF. I'll put the link in the description for you. So there you have it, the basic understanding. Now go mingle out with some lovely singles, click the link to get the core rules, and get some dice, and you can have a wonderful time dragoning some dungeons. Now, I would love to give a special personal thanks to my friend Jacob. He's the one that helped me out with the profile icon, and as well as giving me this beautiful banner. Now, I hope you all have a nat 20 of a day, and your enemies a nat 1. This has been SirElizabeth, and I hope you have a wonderful day.